Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of a bill that honors the legacy of Colonel Joseph Kittinger, a former command pilot in the U.S. Air Force who lived in Altamont Springs, Florida, in the Congressional District of Florida 7th. From a young age, Colonel Kittinger was fascinated by planes. He ended up dedicating his life to pushing the boundaries of aviation and advancing the understandings of high altitude and space exploration, inspiring many generations to come. He joined the Air Force in 1949, where he flew experimental jets and participated in aerospace medical research. He was part of Project Excelsior, which researched high-altitude pilot bailouts to learn if humans could sustain the extended travel at space-like altitudes. On August 16, 1960, he set the record for the highest parachute jump, jumping out of a gondola at 102,800 feet, completing the longest free fall at 4 minutes and 36 seconds, airborne. During the free fall, he also reached a maximum speed of 614 miles per hour, the fastest speed reached by a human at that time before deploying his parachute. He was called to further service during the Vietnam War and flew 483 fighter plane missions. On his third tour in 1972, his plane was shot down, and he spent close to a year as a prisoner of war in the famed Hanoi Hilton, enduring torture. But his fighting spirit never wavered, Mr. Speaker. In fact, he titled his biography, "Come Up and Get Me." Back home, he dreamed of returning to the air, but this time via long-distance balloon travel. Upon returning from the Air Force in 1978, that dream later became a reality when he completed the first solo balloon flight across the Atlantic Ocean. About his travel, he would state, "Life is an adventure, and I'm an adventurer." 75 years ago, he answered the call to service. May Colonel Kittinger's courage, resilience, and service inspire aviator service members, veterans, and all Americans. It is a great privilege to sponsor this legislation to rename the main post office at 109 Live Oaks Boulevard in Casselberry, Florida, in honor of Colonel Joseph Kittinger. I want to thank my colleagues in the Florida delegation for supporting this bill and request that all members join us in passing it in honor of an American hero. From one combat soldier to another, I want to take a moment to salute him and his service. Life's an adventure, Mr. Speaker. May we all be adventurers like Colonel Kittinger. Thank you. I yield back.
Yields. The question is, will the House suspend the rules and pass Bill H.R. 5867? Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended. The bill is passed.